This video is about how to make a start to your entrepreneurial journey. The best way that I can help you start your entrepreneurial journey is to tell you about mine. After working in the corporate world for more than 12 years, I decided that it was time for me to explore, do some soul searching. Once I did that, there are a few things that I had to think about. One was, what were things that were interesting to me that I could do to help add value to people, organizations, companies, that also would generate income for me. Another thing that I had to think about was, while I was doing that, I would have limited income. So how would I be able to sustain my monthly expenses? Once I answered those questions, then I realized that one thing that I always liked to do was to teach. At the corporate world, I taught new employees how to set up their mainframe account, how to go onto their mainframe and look at the financials for their organization. So that's something I enjoyed, but also other experiences I had in my life that told me that I enjoyed that. So I got my master's in education, and I started an agency to help companies start an online presence. Why online presence? Because I saw that was a great way for people to make a start with limited budget. So I taught myself how to get online and what are some ways to get attention from the right type of people I want to help. Now, online is a huge plate. Going online can be overwhelming because there are millions of people online, but there are also equally large number of people who are trying to get people's attention. And oftentimes, those who are trying to generate income online is looking to make quick money, and sometimes unethical ways. So that gives the online income industry a bad name. I wanted to do it in a very ethical and authentic way. So I started by wanting to connect with people in my community. So I started looking at where could there be people that are meeting on a weekly, bi-weekly basis that I could meet with. That would help me to boost my skills. Also, I would be able to do some research on what's really out, what are some of the needs out there in the market. So I came across a platform called Meetup, and that's where local entrepreneurs, a lot of the local professionals meet up in various industries. I found one that was near my home, and they talked about business owners, small business owners, entrepreneurs meeting up, and they generated about $100,000 of revenue for that group, within that group, per year. And the group was about 10 to 14 people. So I went and met that group, and I got along with the people, but also their values and their objectives matched with mine. So I started going there on a weekly basis. Every morning, 7:30, breakfast meeting followed by presentations. Each person would give less than a minute introduction of themselves, what they do, how they help people. They would invite guests each week to become members. So as I was going there on a weekly basis, I built a trust, and I also built credibility, because every week each of us did a small introduction, but one person gave a presentation on the topic, and when it was my turn, I would talk about things that I've learned in the corporate world, things that I've learned in technology, online platforms. So I built up a credibility, and within, I would say, 3 to 6 months, I got my first client who wanted a online presence, website. So that was my start to my entrepreneurial journey. While I was doing that, I was also providing education consulting to schools in my area, because that's something I was also still am passionate about, is the education for ourselves, entrepreneurs, but also the next generation of entrepreneurs who are coming up behind us.